Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Network Hardware Components Lecture 18.4. Describe the different applications and features of different end-user devices, connectivity devices, connection media and external storage devices. End-user devices, computers, PCs, laptops. Applications, general-purpose computing, office tasks, gaming, multimedia, programming. Features, processing power, storage, display. Input devices, keyboard, mouse, various software applications, smartphones and tablets. Applications, communication, browsing, apps, multimedia, mobile gaming. Features, touchscreen interface, portability, mobile OS, app ecosystem, built-in cameras. Connectivity devices, routers. Applications, network traffic management, data routing, internet connectivity sharing. Features, Ethernet and Wi-Fi interfaces, firewall, DHCP, NAT, port forwarding. Switches, applications, network traffic management, LAN connectivity. Features, efficient data switching, various port configurations, Ethernet. Connection media, ETHERNET cable, applications, wired LAN connections, high-speed data transfer. Features, high reliability, low latency, various categories, Cat5e, Cat6 closing parenthesis .WIFI. Applications, wireless LAN connectivity, mobile devices. Features, wireless transmission, mobility, multiple Wi-Fi standards 802.11a, B, G, N, AC, AX. Describe different methods that can be used to secure these components, computers, PCs, laptops. Install antivirus and anti-malware software. Enable firewalls and keep the operating system and software up to date. Implement strong passwords and use multi-factor authentication. Smartphones and tablets. Install security apps to protect against malware and unauthorized access. Enable remote tracking and wiping in case of theft or loss. Routers. Change default login credentials and use strong passwords. Update router firmware regularly to address security flaws. Enable WPA3 encryption for Wi-Fi networks to enhance security. Switches. Disable unused ports to prevent unauthorized access. Use VLANs to segregate network traffic and improve security. Enable port security features to limit the number of MAC addresses per port. Ethernet cable. Physically secure cables to prevent unauthorized access. Use cable management solutions to organize and protect cables. Encrypt sensitive data when transmitting over Ethernet. Wi-Fi. Use strong Wi-Fi passwords and avoid broadcasting SSID. Enable WPA3 encryption and regularly change Wi-Fi passwords. Use MAC address filtering to control device access. Discuss the security implications of different network hardware components and how to secure them. Routers. Security implications. Default credentials, outdated firmware, and misconfigurations can lead to unauthorized access and network attacks. Secure them. Change default login credentials. Update firmware regularly. Enable firewall and intrusion detection features. Use strong encryption for wireless connections. Switches. Security implications. Lack of port security and VLAN misconfigurations can result in unauthorized access and network segmentation issues. Secure them. Disable unused ports. Use VLANs to segregate traffic. Implement MAC address filtering. Regularly update switch firmware. Switches. Security implications. Lack of port security and VLAN misconfigurations can result in unauthorized access and network segmentation issues. Secure them. Disable unused ports. Use VLANs to segregate traffic. Implement MAC address filtering. Regularly update switch firmware. Specification coverage. Application and features of hardware components, including end-user devices, including mobile, connectivity devices, including switches, routers, access points, multifunctional devices, USB hubs and modems, connection media, including cable, wireless Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and infrared IR, fiber and Li-Fi. Applications and features of external media and storage, including flash drives and optical media. End-user devices, including mobile applications, computers, PCs, laptops, general-purpose computing, office tasks, gaming, multimedia. Smartphones and tablets, communication, browsing, apps, mobile gaming. Features: computers, processing power, storage, input devices, keyboard, mouse, displays. Mobile devices, touchscreen interface, portability, mobile OS, built-in cameras. Connectivity devices, including switches, routers, access points, multifunctional devices, USB hubs, and modems. Applications, switches, LAN traffic management, LAN connectivity, routers, data routing, internet connectivity sharing. Features: switches, efficient data switching, various port configurations, Ethernet, routers, network traffic management, firewall, DHCP, NAT, port forwarding. Connection media, including cable, wireless Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and infrared IR, fiber, and Li-Fi. Applications: cable, wired, LAN connections, high-speed data transfer, Wi-Fi, wireless LAN connectivity, mobile devices. Features: cable, high reliability, low latency. Various categories: Cat5e, Cat6, Wi-Fi, wireless transmission, mobility, various Wi-Fi standards. Introductory task. Your teacher or network manager may give you a tour of your center, showing you the different hardware that makes up your network. Make a note of what hardware you see, what protection methods are in place to protect them. During the tour of my center's network, my teacher or network manager showed me the following hardware components and protection methods in place to secure them. Switches and routers. Hardware. I saw multiple switches and routers installed in the network room. Protection methods. Access to the network room was restricted with biometric authentication and security cameras. Switches and routers were configured with strong passwords and regularly updated firmware. VLANs were used to segregate network traffic and prevent unauthorized access to sensitive data. Access points. Hardware. I noticed Wi-Fi access points installed throughout the building. Protection methods. The Wi-Fi network was secured using WPA3 encryption, and the SSID broadcasting was disabled to prevent unauthorized access. MAC address filtering was implemented to control the device's connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Firewall. Hardware. The center had a dedicated firewall device to protect the internal network from external threats. Protection methods. The firewall was configured with access control policies, intrusion detection, and prevention features. It regularly received firmware updates to address new security vulnerabilities. Deeper learning activities. Connectivity devices. Describe the different features of the following connectivity devices. Switches. Features: efficient data switching within local area networks. LANs. Port configurations. Various port configurations. Routers. Features: connects different networks and directs data between them. Data routing. Determines the best path for data packets to reach their destination. Access points. Features: extends wireless coverage, wireless local area networks. Opening parenthesis WLANs closing parenthesis. Wireless signal transmission. Transmits. Routers. Features: connects different networks and directs data between them. Data routing. Determines the best path for data packets to reach their destination and receives wireless signals to FR. On devices. Multifunctional devices. Features: combines multiple functions in a single device for space and cost efficiency. Simplifying management. Reduces complexity by integrating multiple functions. Modems. Features: converts digital data to analog signals for transmission over telephone lines. USB hubs. Features: expands the number of USB ports on a computer or device. Multiple ports. Provides multiple USB ports for connecting various devices simultaneously. Research and explain potential security implications. That each device has and discuss methods that can be used to reduce them. Switches. Security implications. Unauthorized access. If switches are not properly secure, unauthorized users may gain access to the network. VLAN hopping. An attacker may exploit VLAN misconfigurations to gain access to other VLAN MAC address. Spoofing. Attackers can impersonate legitimate devices by spoofing MAC addresses. Methods to reduce security risks. Enable port security. Limit the number of MAC addresses per port. To prevent unauthorized devices from connecting. VLAN segmentation. Properly configure VLANs to separate traffic and restrict access between VLANs. Routers. Security implications. Weak authentication, default, or weak login credentials can lead to unauthorized access. Firmware vulnerabilities. Outdated firmware may contain security vulnerabilities that attackers can exploit. Denial-of-service DOS attacks. Routers can be overwhelmed with excessive traffic, causing network disruption. Methods to reduce security risks. Strong passwords. Use strong login credentials and change default passwords. Firmware updates. Regularly update router firmware to patch known vulnerabilities. Connection media devices. Describe the different features of the following connection media devices. Cable. Features. Wire connection medium for data transmission over local area networks LANs. And wide area networks WANS closing parenthesis. Types. Various categories such as Cat5e, Cat6, and fiber optic cables. Wi-Fi. Features. Wireless technology for local network connectivity. Operating in unlicensed frequency bands. Speed. Offers varying data rates based on the Wi-Fi standard 802.11a, B, G, N, AC, AX, DLUETOTH. Features. Short-range wireless technology for data transmission between devices. Speed. Supports lower data rates compared to Wi-Fi. Infrared. Features. Uses infrared light to transmit data between devices, line of sight. Communication. Speed. Offers moderate data rates suitable for short-range communication. Fiber: features. High-speed data transmission using optical fibers made of glass or plastic. Bandwidth. Offers extremely high bandwidth, suitable for long-distance communication. Li-Fi. Features. Data transmission using VC. Light communication VLC through LED lights. Speed. Can achieve high data rates similar to Wi-Fi. Research and explain potential security implications. That each device has and discuss methods that can be used to reduce them. Cable. Security implications. Physical tampering. Cables can be easily accessed, leading to potential data interception or sabotage. Unauthorized access. An intruder gaining physical access to the cable can potentially connect to the network. Methods to reduce security risks. Physical security. Network. Man-in-the-middle attacks. Attackers can intercept and manipulate data transmitted over open Wi-Fi networks. Rogue access points. Malicious actors can set up rogue access points to trick users into connecting. Methods to reduce security risks. WPA3 encryption. Use the latest Wi-Fi security standard with strong encryption. Strong passwords. Implement complex passwords for Wi-Fi networks. Methods to reduce security risks. Use latest Bluetooth versions. Adopt the latest Bluetooth version with improved security features. Disable unused features. Turn off discoverability mode and only enable necessary BLUETOTH services. Infrared. Security implications. Line of sight requirement. Infrared connections require an unobstructed path between devices, limiting usability. Interference. Bright ambient light sources can interfere with infrared signals. Methods to reduce security risks. Limit usage. Avoid using infrared. Communication is restricted to controlled environments. Fiber. Security implications. Physical tapping. Fiber cables are vulnerable to physical tapping if not properly secured. Fiber splicing. Attacker may intercept data by splicing into the fiber connection. Centralized points of failure. Attacks on critical points in the fiber infrastructure can disrupt communication. Methods to reduce security risks. Physical security. Protect fiber cables and connection points from unauthorized access. Encryption. Implement end-to-end encryption for data transmitted over fiber networks. Redundancy. Deploy redundant fiber paths to minimize the impact of single points of failure. LiFi. Security implications. Line of sight requirement. Like infrared, LiFi requires a direct line of sight between the transmitter and receiver. Limited penetration. Obstacles and walls can disrupt LiFi signals, limiting its range. Methods to reduce security risks. Selective usage. Use LiFi in environments where Wi-Fi interference or security concerns represent. Physical security. Secure LiFi access points and limit line-of-sight access to reduce potential risks. External media devices. Describe the different features of the following external media devices. Flash drives. Features. Portable storage devices using NAND flash memory to store data. Capacity. Available in various storage capacities, ranging from a few gigabytes to terabytes. Plug and play. Can be easily connected to computers and other devices via USB ports. Data transfer. Offers fast data transfer rates for quick file access and transfer. Durability. Solid-state construction makes them shock-resistant compared to traditional optical media. Features. Storage media that uses optical technology to read and write data. Types include CDs, compact discs, DVDs, digital versatile discs, and Blu-ray discs. Capacity. Different capacities available, with Blu-ray offering higher storage than CDs and DVDs. Write-once or rear. Can be either write-once, e.g., CDs and DVDs, or rereadable, e.g., RW CDs and DVDs. Research and explain potential security implications that each device has and discuss methods that can be used to reduce them. Flash drives. Security implications. Data loss or theft. Flash drives are small and portable, making them susceptible to loss or theft. Potential exposing sensitive data. Malware distribution. Infected flash drives can spread malware to other systems when connected. Methods to reduce security risks. Encryption. Use encryption to protect data on the flash drive, making it unreadable without the correct password. Strong passwords. Implement strong passwords or PINs to access encrypted flash drives. Optical media. Security implications. Data integrity. Optical media can deteriorate over time, leading to data loss or corruption. Physical damage. Scratches or mishandling of disks can render data unreadable. Methods to reduce security risks. Data backups. Create multiple copies of important data on different optical disks to mitigate data loss risks. Quality disks. Use high-quality optical media to improve data longevity. Archival storage. Store optical disks in a cool, dry, and dust-free environment to prevent damage. Progress check.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.